Number 5, if w equals this vector as shown here, and u is this vector, and v is this vector, let's find 2w plus 5 halves u minus 4v. Now first, I want to show you kind of just the algebra way, and then I'll show you how we can do the calculator to solve this. So if I take 2 and I multiply it through this vector, and I'm going to use the calculator symbols here, what I need to do with this 2 is distribute it. And I'll also have this 5 halves u and then I'll subtract 4v. So what we'll do here is we're going to distribute all the way through. Now technically we could type all this in the calculator right now as it's given. You just have to put the multiplication symbols between the what's called the scalar and the vector. As long as you have that multiplication, the calculator should do this just for us, just fine. But we're going to go ahead and distribute this through. So if I distribute the 2 through, I should have 24 comma negative 12 comma 4. And then when it comes to this fraction, you multiply by the top number, the numerator, and you divide by the denominator. I think it's actually easier to divide first. The order doesn't matter. They'll give us a small number. So 20 divided by 2 is 10, and then I'd multiply it times 5, which would give me 50. 6 divided by 2 is 3, times by 5 is 15. And 10 divided by 2 is 5, times by 5 is 25. And then finally, the last vector. I'm going to multiply by negative 4. When I take the negative out, it's going to leave me with the positive. So negative 4 times negative 8 is positive 32. Negative 4 times positive 2 is a negative 8. And finally, negative 4 times 1 is a negative 4. And so now I just combine my components together. So I'll first look at the x values. So I'll add 24 and 50, which is 74, and then the 32, and I get 106. And now I'm going to do the y values. It's negative 12 and 15, that's positive 3, and then minus 8 should be negative 5. And then I would take my z components, my third components, which is 4 and 25, that's 29, and then subtract 4, that's 25 again. So that should be my vector. Now to check it in the calculator. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to type it in just as I wrote across this first line up here. And so we'd have 2 times bracket 12 negative 6 comma 2, and then we're going to add 5 halves. So let me get fraction going here. 5 halves. Multiplication symbol, bracket 20 comma 6 comma 10, and then finally we're going to subtract 4 times bracket negative 8. Oh, I missed a 32 here. 32 comma, I'm off, I'm sorry, I looked at the wrong line. It is negative 8, then 2 to 1. Negative 8, 2, then 1. And enter, and you'll see the answer is just as given.